actually enjoying these episodes. Like, it's they wait till like the last season to really bring it out because I'm enjoying it. Drew, whose son are you right now? I'm confused. I think you're Detective Carter's son because you definitely ain't Monet's right now, especially the way you moving and acting. It's like, Daddy, look what my brothers and sisters are doing. They're unaliving your team. And I'm here. Oh my gosh, this person in jail is talking garbage about you. But since you stuck me in here, I'm going to handle that for you. Daddy. I'm like, Drew, are you serious? It starts off with Tyreek and Diana in the hospital. And Tyreek is sad. I get it. Diana is mad at everybody. And I'm like, oh, baby, were you walking around with some kind of bodyguards that I know nothing of? Like, who can be around you 24/7? So whose fault is it really? You asked Tyreek to do you a favor. He runs over and he unalives somebody that you were supposed to unalive to protect you. Sorry if your ass went for ice cream. And the detective who, okay, I know her name now. It's Felicia. I did not want to learn her name. I wanted her taken out, but she's taken out. So I guess we'll say Detective Felicia. She's a great actress because I really don't like her. So Detective Carter is definitely aware that Felicia was acting up and made Diana lose her baby. Weirdly enough, I think she knew Diana was pregnant. I think she was jealous. It was facetious. Just like she took the baby clothes and everything, she went out of her way to make sure she hit Diana in her stomach multiple times. She could have got her in her face anywhere, but she just kept doing the stomach. Felicia is a damn sociopath. She's a sociopath and Drew is a sociopath. Matter of fact, all the hottest kids are a sociopath. Speaking of great actresses and actors, how about you had Lorenzo Tate and Michael Ealy in the same scene? And I'm telling you, it was intense. Like, how about? Okay, I'm gonna stop. Even Method Man, I'm just saying. But I'm gonna stop. I digress. I'm just saying, like, that amount of acting in one room. I don't think I've ever seen Lorenzo Tate and Michael Ealy in the same scene ever. Y'all let me know if they did a movie together. I don't think those two were ever in the same. I could be wrong. Tate got Carter shook and he's like out of his skin the whole episode, worried, trying to fix stuff because Tate is upset. But it's funny because Carter is trying to, oh, we're going to get to the bottom of this. Tate is like, call me when you find somebody. Like, cut all the small talk because Tate is a politician. Carter knows that he don't want Tate talking to somebody. So he got to figure this out and he got to take them out because they're not going in there alive. So Carter takes the male detective and they go in to see the Russians. And of course, they take one of them out so they could say he's the person that took out Detective Tate. The male detective that Carter has working for him, he's like, what? He's trying to really investigate because he does not think that Carter would do this. So this is going to be shocking. And he's going to get to the bottom of this at some point. So Carter takes out the Russian and Carter tells him what it is. And that's what you're going with. Go draw it up, type it up. I'm going to go see Tate. So that's what he does. And Tate is happy. And he's like, oh, man, I owe you a favor or whatever. But you can't tell. See, the way Tate's face is, he shows no emotion. So you can't even tell how he's really feeling and he can't gauge him. And this is kind of like upsetting to Carter because I'm watching it. It's like Carter's trying to finesse him, trying to read him. But Tate, this ain't the Detective Tate that you had where he's chatty catty. Councilman Tate do not play. He is like, okay. His words are very limited and his face is extremely tight. Great acting, both of them. They did not break character. Like, y'all gotta watch them together. Like, if nothing else, just replay them together. Like, that acting, oh my gosh. Thank you for bringing them together. Noma needs help. She calls Davis. It's so weird because Kane is always around Noma and begging to help her. But yet when she really needs help, she's always, Davis. And so Davis comes over there and he's like, you need somebody that you can control to take more of a percentage of the company. And it's hilarious because I feel like he is trying to coach her into getting Kane to take the company. And I know that because he said someone that you can control. And because she was like, Davis, I would never to you. And he was like, Who said you can control me? Which is true. It's like he's not playing with Noma, but he does know Noma's lapdog is Kane. So I guess he put that bug in her ear. And Kane walking around talking about, yo, Noma, you smashing Davis? She's like, don't worry about who's in my bed. So he's like inquiring about Epi because, you know, Epi wants to get out of the game and he feels for Epi. So he's like, Noma. She was like, oh, do I need to know who's in your bed? And I'm like, yeah, both need to cut this mess out. Meanwhile, Diana's so upset. I'm going to handle it myself. And I don't know why Tyreek is like, oh, I'm going to help you. And it's like, what? Tyreek, if she's going to handle it, let her handle it. And she's yelling at you right now as if you had something to do with it. You already did her a favor and took out somebody she was supposed to take out. So if she doesn't see any kind of loyalty or any kind of thankfulness towards you, let her do what she does. And Monet's even telling you, mind your damn business. If everything came down to it, they'll all blame it on you. So you might as well just keep it moving. However, Diana makes a mess of the scene. I'm watching them. They touching, go back and watch. They got their hands all rubbing up and down the staircase and stuff. And I'm like, what kind of a game is this? Meanwhile, the kid sees them and I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody got to take the kid out because the kid literally sees them. So unless they want to go in jail, somebody got to take out the kid. And I said, oh my gosh, power's getting dark. They're going to take out the kid. So I'm thinking maybe Tyreek is going to man up and do it because Diana, I think she's going to fold. That's her breaking point. But no, Monet comes in. She was going to do it. But see, watching this, I can talk garbage because in real life, I'm a sweetheart. So I'm not going to sit here. But as far as the show, yeah, you got to take the kid out. Right before I get to the end, could we talk about Brayden and Kane real quick? Brayden and Effie goes to this lady's house because they need to steal the NYPD laptop that her husband has. So they make it seem like Brayden had gotten robbed. So the lady lets him in while they're waiting for the police. And Effie runs and she uses the bathroom. Meanwhile, the lady with her bare hands, I'm like, this is not real life. Why are you touching a perfect stranger's blood with no gloves? Like, what? I would have been like, here's some napkins. Here you go. Like, she's all, oh, yeah. I'm like, what is going on? That is too much blood for me. I don't like other people's blood. You want to humble me? Let me see somebody's blood around. I'm like, Effie's running in there and she's taking stuff off of the computer. I mean, she could have just took the whole laptop and came out, put it in her shirt and just left. Like, which is smart because that's how the database is. You actually do have to have one of the job's computers. However, if he's working, he's not going to leave the job computer at the house. That's just not how it's done. Don't ask me how I know because I just know things. Anyway, so they get what they need. Kane comes in dressed as a cop. When I saw Kane, I was like, okay, good work. And he was like, he called Brayden, hey, Caucasian guy, come here. And I was like, he got to find some kind of joke for Brayden. So now everybody's at the house. Like the house that Diana, unalived, the detective in, is like one big party pop-up shop, which is weird. What kind of crime scene is this? You got Diana there. She calls Tyreek. Tyreek gets there. Monet realizes the safe is open and she goes there. And then all of a sudden, you got Drew there. And of course, he calls Daddy. I'm like, Detective Carter, really? Drew was like, I'm saying I saved the day. This is my daddy. Overall, the episode was amazing. I loved it. And yes, I need to see Tate and Carter in the room again. Like, I mean, that is some high level acting. I know I'm probably doing too much, but nah, y'all gotta understand the grittiness. They always just missed each other in a movie. So I'm going to miss Power Book 2 Ghost. And I didn't even really, like, that was my least favorite. I'm going to be honest. No, Tommy was my least favorite, but that was my second. But nah, this is moving up. Like, I'm really enjoying this. Anyway, it's your girl, AminaSeenIt. Let's chat down below. Tell me what you guys think. I am rating it a 8. We don't got to have bodies all. Oh, we did have a body. But we don't have to have a major body all the time. Anyway, holla at me later.